While the markets are preoccupied, a significant event recently occurred that hardly anyone is currently aware of. This isn't just another news headline. Nasdaq recently made a significant step with XRP. This type of infrastructure change typically occurs immediately before to the institutional entry of ETFs and significant price movements. Guess who's on the Nasdaq crypto index that the SEC approved? Not a maybe, people. Not in the future, nor now. And you already know that this kind of action isn't arbitrary if you know how these institutional systems are constructed. It's planned. It is a calculated move. In this video, retail scrolling pass by while smart money observes this type of signal. I'm dissecting exactly what the Nasdaq just started. Why? This discreetly positions XRP for something truly enormous in 2025, and it might be the last step before an XRP ETF becomes a reality. This alters everything, so let's get started. The price of Bitcoin is 107,464. Right now, it has increased 1.78% over the last day. Ethereum. It is now at 1.13%, coming in at 2,040. At $2.26, XRP continues to occupy the fourth position. Look, the area of resistance between 250 and 272 is enormous. XRP must be overcome. This is going to take off once it breaks and we see a weekly close above $3. However, it won't be simple. It will shatter, but it won't be simple. 3.31 trillion people are involved in the Bitcoin sector. The markets are extremely optimistic. We received Isn't Bitcoin on the verge of exploding? Next on its list is Tuju. It's far from being finished. Excuse me, but if Jerome Powell announces rate reduction, then buckle up and get ready because we're going to the moon. For just $5 a month, you may support my channel even if you are not a Patreon member. In addition to all the YouTube videos on the Patreon account, you will receive special technical analysis. Keep this channel in mind. Nothing is demonetized at the moment. Because users choose to mass complain the channel for no apparent reason, usually jealousy. YouTube said no. Nothing has ever gone wrong with this channel. It simply produces fantastic and accurate stuff. Therefore, I'll pin it to the top of the YouTube video if you look into it. We released a video yesterday called The Bullwinkle Blueprint. So have a look and make sure you're watching the new one on YouTube right here. I released a video this morning already. Don't forget to go there. It will also be pinned down below. Additionally, be sure to subscribe to and like that channel. Just in the last 2 days, the channel has had 16,000 views, but we have just slightly more than 1,000 new members. To me, it indicates that you are viewing and enjoying the information, but you simply neglected to click the subscribe button. Please make sure you go finish it for me. Thank you. Shattering. Tether recently made $1 billion. I wonder where this is headed, the $1 billion of Tether mint. Similar to how the Fed will be implementing Bitcoin, fairy tale money simply gets printed. Breaking. According to the White House crypto director, the Trump administration will soon make steps to increase its Bitcoin holdings. I think Bitcoiners will be very happy, he says. Pay attention. There will undoubtedly be nations abroad who are vying for as much as they can, and our democratic counterparts understand that we must utilize this asset class for the benefit of the American people. And journalists have asked me this question over and over again. How much do you want? It seems like the most ridiculous question ever. And sure enough, I am able to pose that inquiry. We want as much Bitcoin as we can obtain, to put it plainly. There are numerous methods to accomplish this, but we must do it in ways that are cost-neutral and do not incur any expenses to taxpayers. Additionally, if you read the executive order's fine language, you will see that it gives the Treasury and Commerce these creative ideas to develop. We will discuss these further with the members of our working group. We shall take swift action on those that can be put into effect right now. However, it's not universally applicable. This doesn't have to be done in a single format. We can accomplish this in hundreds, if not thousands of ways, you know. Therefore, we discuss this in several sectors, whether it is through bit bonds or mining activities. I mean, it simply doesn't make you feel good about yourself. I'm not sure what will work, guy. It's bullish. Here, people, all boats rise together. Crypto Insight released the structure and bottom of XRP. Here's a little snippet from yesterday's video, he says. I'll say it again. I don't want to see this. We should sweep liquidity before we move higher because that's just how bottom and structures typically appear. He keeps talking about it because of this. Let me blow this up for you so you can see. There is purple range down here, just above his head, but we don't have to listen to it. He is referring to that liquidity. He would choose a sweep over liquidity. Therefore, it's only approximately $190 to $2 when you sweep the lows. We are discussing that area, which is a very, very, very strong area of support. He hopes that before we climb higher, we will sweep there one last time and seize the remaining liquidity. However, he's pointing out that it need not occur. We understand. I really want to go right in, so we're going to reserve this for the next video and discuss the Nasdaq and current events, as this is the main focus of the video. Right here, this is the most crucial information. In order to enable the hashtag Nasdaq Crypto Index US ETF to move toward a more comprehensive index, it states that Nasdaq files the SEC Form 8K, affirming the plan to increase the crypto benchmark from 5 to 9 digital assets, including XRP, Solana, ADA, and XLM. This year's November 2nd is the SEC's anticipated deadline. In order to formally broaden its crypto benchmark index, Nasdaq submitted this AK. This is the rating's institutional clarity. Folks, this is what it is. XRP Solana Cardano XLM, which stands for Traditional Finance World, is preparing for widespread currency exposure. Excuse me. Take note of the cryptos included here. Although I'll be added later, I would have loved it if they had included Chainlink. It would have been stunning. Thus, this action indicates to us that XRP is no longer a possibility. One of the biggest exchanges in the world now acknowledges it as essential infrastructure. If there was still any regulatory uncertainty, the Nasdaq would not list it. The expansion of the Nasdaq Crypto Index to 9 assets indicates increased buy pressure, daily volume, and diversification. There will soon be massive institutional flows into XRP and other recently added assets. According to the president of 8K Sets, multi-asset ETFs will be adopted by BlackRock, Fidelity, and other firms. ADA, XLM, Solana, and XRP have just entered the subsequent stage of institutional onboarding. XRP is included for a reason. It's not merely there to ride the hype. It is a perfect choice for a benchmark index due to its established settlement, speed, scalability, and integration in global finance. This has to do with the basics igniting. And it's a big clue that Nasdaq filed this and added XRP without any opposition. This could be the SEC's tacit admission that the XRP fight is finished. There is no need for the drama of a lawsuit. The ETF for Bitcoin opens the doors. The altcoins are now beginning to emerge. The great rotation into utility-based assets may begin with this growth. One of the largest beneficiaries is likely to be XRP. XRP is altering everything from lawsuits to listings. We are all involved in its real-time narrative. Now is the time for astute investors to get in position before the news reports catch up. It's happening, people. It will arrive. It is quite evident, and many individuals are still battling it now. The establishments are present. For all coins, the doors have been opened. Among them are XRP, XLM, and Solana Cardano. They are making it very clear which assets you should also investigate. Fighting it is no longer an option. It is being written down and communicated